So it was when I went to counseling. This guy named Phil, he was an Army vet. He was like, "Man, you ever been tested for PTSD?" And I'm like, "Nah, I don't think I got that." He's like, "Man, listen, everything you told me, everything
The
you can
bells are
do,
ringing. Now the
yeah,
bells are ringing.
like, hey man, like all the signs point to that." So I did the examinations and stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, man, you got PTSD." And so that opened a door for me finding out I had sleep apnea. And so it's like when you have sleep apnea, that agitates you, which agitates the PTSD, which makes you a lot less pleasant to be around. Just a lot of layers to the stuff that I started being able to peel back in my own life. And so it just kind of helped me get to a point where like I am in a good space now. And I can actually say when I'm not and be okay with like, nah, man, I'll tell you I'm working it out. But I'll tell you, like, nah, it ain't good right now. So it's like I've kind of got to that point now where it's like, man, it just is what it is. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna do the work, but I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna keep fighting. Hopefully, it
How
hurts.
how are you weaving this into the coaching?
Man, I mean, we all deal with kids on some level, whether it's you guys with the with stripes on the sideline. It's like I'm sure you hear kids having meltdowns, and it's like it's probably deeper than like
Yeah.
this flag out through
Right.
ain't deep enough to make you react that way.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or me taking you out the game ain't enough for you to react that way. So just like I said, when you start figuring out your stuff, you can start seeing these things in other kids. And so you start trying to have those conversations. And typically at this point, that's what I'm leaning on for, not just assistant coaches. It's like, man, when a kid's struggling, you go see Coach Davis, right? Or even now, I'm not working at the school full time, but they have me come on once a week to do guidance counseling just to mentor and help kids who are struggling until we can get them the services they actually need. And so it's like you have to, like I said, we're beyond the point of not acknowledging it. You can't.
Good. Good.
It doesn't mean everybody has it. And I think that's a point that I have to make to a lot of people is that you can be depressed, but not suffer from depression. You can
Sure.
be anxious, but not have anxiety. Right. And so
Sure.
you can have moments of these things. We all do at times, but it's like, understand what it is and also understand like it's not your crutch to not do.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think a lot of kids, when I'm coaching, I tell them, and we were having a conversation already, right? We were all go because if you stop, they was going to clown you, weak, you soft. You had to keep pushing. Where these kids, they're all stop, right? And
Well,
so
you can't even tell them
you,
their shoes untied. Like,
right. But it's like the moment you tell them something, they completely break down. And so, what I learned was I have to acknowledge what they're going through. And so if I acknowledge what's happening right now and how they feel, and I give it the validity that they're looking for, I can get them back to work. So it's like, okay, I understand this is happening, and we could take a minute. We could take a minute or two to kind of just get it back in order, but we got to get back to it. So it's like these speed bumps are going to keep coming, man. This ain't the last one. So, I can't maneuver. I can't get rid of the speed bump. I got to show you how to get over it.
So yeah, you ain't about that Bobby Knight philosophy, huh?
That's a big benefit. that's a big benefit of being at a so where Lompoc is a public school,
right?
Where we're at St. Joe. St. Joseph is a private Catholic school, so that having him there, that's kind of the benefit of being a private school, that they have those kind of extra funds and that extra time that they can put in, right?
Well, that's the thing. It's kind of opposite in a sense because the public schools are state funded.
Correct.
So their
they
money
got
is
the
more.
resources.
So they have more.
Right.
They have the resources. So when you go on Lompoc, they have a whole wellness center now. Right, they have counselors that are just there to deal with, especially since COVID happened.